think there's something that traveling abroad and being plopped into a country that you don't know anything about, a culture that you're not familiar with, a different dialect that you're not really accustomed to, I think it challenges you to really be outside of your comfort zone and it really causes you to grow. And I think it's in those moments when you're challenged, when you are pushed out of your comfort zone, that you see the most growth. And that is why this trip is valuable, is because you could stay in the States, but there's always going to be that comfort zone of that I'm in America and I know the language, I know kind of what to expect regardless of what city I go to. But here it's like it is an all in unknown, and why flexibility is so essential. And so I think that is a great thing and why I really enjoy getting the opportunity of going on this trip.
We see many people from many cultures, and sometimes it's hard to understand where they're coming from. Even though I'm Peruvian, even though I have kind of been exposed to this, but being here makes you feel somehow vulnerable, but it makes you learn from them.
Learn from them, they learn from us, show compassion, show love. It's very important for us to have these connections with other countries in the healthcare and help each other out, learn from each other, have programs that allow us to have a sense of respect for each other and our healthcare system.
It's allowed me to really step back and see that there are other people in the world that are not exactly like me, and that I need to stop and think about what other challenges people have.
Tell me, what can I do? What can I do to help this community? And they said one of the biggest things is going in and really looking at cultural humility and cultural competence and how to apply that to research as a whole.
We've made so many great connections with patients, with faculty, and collaborative members of people in Grenada as well. And it's been such a fulfilling experience.
We did several home visits and we went to a lot of long-term care facilities, and there, by practicing sustainability, we had to kind of adjust ourselves so that we became responsible for the patient outcomes. It wasn't just us going into a house or going into a facility and screening people and then leaving. We were able to screen them and kind of work as the case manager and hook them up to resources.
Well, I was passing and I heard that there is a health fair here, so I come to visit and see what's beneficial in it for me.
Good. Especially in Grenada here, a lot of people don't check on the health, the pressure, they don't do that.
Very important for the community, and I wish you all could come in every 6 months or every 9 months. I say in a year is too long.
Now that I've actually got to talk to people and had the chance to get to know them through like the questioning and through interviewing, I found that there was parts where I jumped the gun or I didn't let them speak as much as I would have wanted them to speak, so I didn't learn as much as I could have. So having this opportunity to kind of take that and learn from that, especially when these people are so welcoming and so patient and so kind, I think it's given me a new confidence to kind of go forward.
When I was doing the home visits, I get to realize what I have more in the U.S., get to appreciate the things that we have compared to the people over here, that they're just, they're appreciative of what they have with little equipments, like when we went to General Hospital, with little equipments, little like short staff. Unlike over here, we have 1-to-4 ratio. Over here, they have 1-to-24 ratio, and for that, it's like a great experience to appreciate. When I go back home, I appreciate all the things that I have, my coworkers, the equipments that we have.
The experiences that I've had every single time I've come into the community have been nothing like I've ever experienced in the United States, and I work with underserved populations in the United States. So I know if I already work with them in the United States and I'm feeling that here, that the people that don't work with those populations in the United States are having a brand new experience here.
This whole experience has taught me how to be a lot more flexible, trying to find things that are sustainable in terms of educating caregivers on what to do, because when we leave here, they might not have those resources, but what they'll have with them is the education that they've learned from us.
It also made me feel like I know I'm doing a lot here, but then I keep questioning myself, can I do more than what I'm doing? Whether if it's here, if it's in the U.S. where I reside right now, or anywhere. What I can start doing is education, because I think that's the most I can give anyone right now. This is what's going on. This is what you can know. This is what you can do about the situation. It might be little, but it's a drop, you know. And the more I feel that you are educated with a situation, the more equipped or the more empowered you are to try to make things change for yourself. And it don't matter what we all come and teach or what we do, the change is going to come from within.
Thank you all for coming. It is wonderful to see so many people that want to help the people of Caribou. And I hope you come a bit more often.
I've learned so much more than I thought I would from the people, and just I've grown from their generosity.